When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
How do you keep good ideas in the country? How do you make sure that good ideas that are born in Canada actually have a place to grow in this country? Ottawa has announced a $40 million initiative to transform researchers into market-savvy entrepreneurs, addressing Canada's long-standing struggle to turn brilliant ideas into practical, marketable solutions. With most graduates, they are drawn south of the border. Canada is trying to change that and do something to stem that tide. Diana Hourqque joins us now, Executive Director at V1 Studio. It's a research innovation hub associated with Concordia University. Diana, welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right. Hey, I love the enthusiasm. This is amazing. So tell me here, and I would expect it, by the way, if you're in a research innovation hub, there has to be enthusiasm here. So
yeah.
Let's start off with why you have enthusiasm about a program like this. I'll be honest, I have some reservations, but I want to hear your enthusiasm first. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it makes complete sense of have reservations. Like right now, first of all, Canada, we're very good at research, okay? We're invested a lot of money here. There is a lot of amazing universities. We're very lucky from that point of view. The challenge that we're having is that for all of the investment that we're doing in research and all of the time, a fraction of it actually goes into impacting your life, my life in a very concrete way. So why I'm excited is because if we create programs like this that first of all help us democratize access to that type of knowledge, any researcher or graduate student across Canada will get access to this, by the way. That means that all of that money that we're investing in universities and research are actually going to turn into innovations that are going to help us solve the biggest problems that we're having, climate crisis, housing crisis. We have so much crisis everywhere, to be honest. There is a lot to solve. So yeah, I'm very excited about this opportunity.
So I guess where my concern comes is that we have a neighbor, this 800-pound gorilla, the United States of America, okay? And the indications from south of the border are very strong now, especially based on what happened yesterday, which is America will be the home to innovation, and they're going to come up with very tax-friendly policies for entrepreneurs and businesses. And if you're one of those people that not only has the research mind but also has the entrepreneurial spirit, I question how a fund will keep you here when you've got a lot of opportunity and a willingness in the United States that sometimes exceeds Canada's. So what do you say to that? If a fund can compete against a much more open environment like the U.S.?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to agree 100% with you. They're much more advanced. Like the U.S., they're we're 20 years behind the U.S. on all of that commercialization. I know it's
20 years. Yeah.
We're so behind.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't start something. And the reason, first of all, we have so many people for so much knowledge and some bright people that are coming to Quebec, they're coming to Canada to study and do all of that research. A lot of them actually want to stay here. They want to create business. Myself, I'm an immigrant. I came here, I studied, and I created my business here. So I think one of the challenges that we see in Canada, there is that challenge of culture as well, from an academic perspective on seeing even the opportunities of commercialization. So yeah, maybe you have a lot of opportunities in south of the border. What we need to do now is make sure that our environment here, it's great to encourage that jump. And listen, if we have Canadian companies that are being launched, deep tech companies that get investment from the US but stay here, that's still a win for us. I mean, they're taking US money to Canada. They're creating businesses here. There is a lot of ways, and companies already do, by the way. We have a lot of entrepreneurs that use their dollars to keep their businesses here because we have a lot of talent here. We're talking about AI, we're talking about quantum. a lot of knowledge. So let's take advantage of that. Let's think about the friend that they have money. Let's bring it here. That's what people want to do.
With Diana Hourqque, who is executive director at V1 Studio, a research innovation hub associated with Concordia University, talking about a new $40 million initiative from the federal government out of Ottawa to turn researchers here in this country into market-savvy entrepreneurs. Another question I have, Diana, is about efficiency and waste. And sometimes government programs are ripe for inefficiency and waste. And again, it's that battle with the U.S. Free open market, less waste. And I'm worried that what will end up happening with a program like this is a whole lot of people that actually don't have what it takes will get government money. It will go poof into the night. And we will have some successes, by the way. There will be successes that come out of this, but it will end up being remarkably inefficient for the successes with all the failures that come along with a program like this. What do you say to that?
Okay. I love that question. Okay. Let me explain this. This is fun. So, first of all, in the startup world, okay, if we want to have a few unicorns, we're talking about 1,000 companies that need to be created. We know that, right? Like that's the basic. So yes, failure is part of it. We have no choice. Sure. Now, this fund or this money that is coming from federal is not only to give financial support for those people that want to explore commercialization. And I agree with you. I don't think everyone should necessarily be a founder, but I do think that they should explore how their research should be commercialized. Like that's key, because maybe someone else can take it, maybe a small business, maybe a big corporation can take it and implement it. The other thing is that part of that funding is used for training. Why is this important? It's not only just throwing cash at 1,000 businesses and see what comes out. The training piece is we're giving the basics of how do you commercialize all of that research. So then, yes, maybe their first business won't be great, but maybe they would go and work with corporations and do innovations. Maybe they will build a second business after, and that one will be successful. Or you know what? Maybe they'll stay in academia. And that's amazing, because that would mean that we're taking a step towards making Canadian researchers and Canadian graduate students the most entrepreneurial in the world. Like that's our vision. That's what we do everyone. Is like, I want them to be the most entrepreneurial. I want to see more commercialization happening. And what I love about this group of people, these researchers, graduate students, they're not there for the money. You don't get into research for money. You get into research because you want to have an impact and you want to solve problems. So these are people that have a vision. We're just giving them a box so we can, activate them. It's like, go and have fun. To
wrap up, you mentioned the 20-year gap, right? And I was astounded that it's that big. The goal here, at the end of this process, or as this process continues, what's your goal? What should the gap be between Canada and the U.S.?
Oh, in terms of years, we're talking in 5 years from now?
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's say we close maybe the gap for like 10 to 12 years. It's like, it's a step. And maybe if all of universities get into this, it's like, you know what? Let's work together. And this is what is unique about this funding, by the way. It's the first time that the federal government is providing us access to an opportunity where all universities are part of the network. It's like they all have to work together. This is not one university doing, what they want and then sharing. This is everyone. So that's what's interesting. And that means that internally within the universities, they also need to do some changes to make sure that they're giving value to entrepreneurship in the academic world. Well, that's super important.
Diana, I do think it's important, and it's important to stop any type of brain drain. And if we have an entrepreneurial brain drain, not good long-term for this country. I appreciate your time. I love the enthusiasm. Come back anytime, okay?
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Diana Hourqque is executive director at V1 Studio, a research innovation hub associated with Concordia University.